Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Polov here, and today we're learning about hockey. This is Mats Sundin. This is a coffee request from Susan, and Susan says Mats Sundin is born in 1971 in Bromma, Stockholm, Sweden. He is one of the greatest ice hockey players in Sweden history. He was a powerful center back. Oh, wait a second. He was? Did he pass away? 1971. That's really recent. He's young. Or is he retired? He was a powerful center known for his strength, leadership, and scoring ability. Sundin was the first European-born player ever selected first overall in the NHL draft in 1989. In Quebec, Nordiques. He spent most of his NHL career as a captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs, becoming the franchise's all-time leading scorer internationally. He represented Sweden with great success, winning Olympic gold medal in 2006. In fact, guys, the Winter Olympics is right around the corner, and hockey is being played as well. So we're gonna check that out as well. He won the World Championship gold in 1991 and World Cup gold in 1998. Sundin was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2012. Matt Sundin, he isn't active anymore. Okay, but he's alive, right? He is alive. Okay. Okay. That's good to know. Guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and let's learn his story. This is from the channel NHL. So I hope it doesn't get blocked. Let's go. Shout out to all the Canadians watching. Shout out to everyone who loves NHL as well. Toronto Maple Leafs
are extremely proud and happy to select a young man with an exceptional future. Welcome till Quebec, Mats Sundin.
That's how you say it, Quebec?
I remember the day he was drafted, he was almost overwhelmed.
He looks so young.
By the attention that he was getting as the first pick to the Quebec Nordiques.
Did you ever dream this would happen?
It scared me for a second.
Yeah, I have a dream, but I never thought it's...
Dude, how tall is he? Wait a second. Are hockey players this tall? If so, why? Why do they have to be tall? Dude is huge. Dude, look at that. Look at the height difference.
Yeah, I have a dream, but I never thought it's going true.
He really was this wide-eyed kid.
A humble 18-year-old from Sweden, Mats Sundin, made NHL history in 1989 as the first ever European-born player selected first overall. His teammates
So his name is Mats Sundin. Did I say it incorrectly? Is it Sundin or is it Sundin or Sundin?
Wide-eyed kid.
A humble 18-year-old from Sweden, Mats Sundin, made NHL history in 1989 as the first ever European-born player selected first overall.
Sundin.
His teammates recognized his skills immediately.
When he arrived, he was smooth. And I tell you one thing, there's not a lot of guys that I'd rather have going down the wing.
That was smooth.
Maybe I take that shot because he had a cannon.
Sakic inside the line, Sundin in front, scores!
Sundin. You guys know Sundin?
Shows you why he was a first-round pick.
I think opponents learned early that they really had to be careful with him because he was an incredible one-on-one player.
Wow. So good for penalties, right?
After 4 high-scoring seasons in Quebec, including a 114-point total in 1992-93, the Swedish sensation was dealt to Toronto, where pressure awaited him.
Nice.
When Matt Sundin
Swedes
was
are very
traded
good
from
in
the Quebec
hockey.
Nordiques to the Toronto Maple Leafs, Wendell Clark was going the other way.
Which was an enormous burden for him in Toronto because Wendell was one of the most popular Toronto Maple Leafs ever.
The expectation of being the
Really
next
is a
great
wide-eyed
player
guy,
for the
isn't he?
Toronto Maple Leafs, not a Canadian. That was hard at that point in this town.
When I was traded to the
Really?
Maple
Wow. That hurt the Canadian pride. That he wasn't Canadian, but he was, you know, the best in the team.
Toronto Maple Leafs ever.
The expectation of being the next great player for the Toronto Maple Leafs, not a Canadian. That was hard at that point in this town.
When I was traded to the Maple Leafs that summer, I was actually
there he
up
is.
at Boris Salming Hockey School up in his hometown, and he really guided me being part of the Maple Leafs.
They had seen Boreas Salming, they had seen the King play,
But now,
Okay, so I misunderstood that. He said that it was the pressure on Mats in his mind, like, you know, you're not Canadian and you need to perform. So in his mind, not that there was a you know, anyways.
now is Matt Sundin.
Now Matt Sundin gets an outlet. Sundin trying to drive it out.
Nice.
What a backhand! Sundin in all the
He was coming after Borja. Oh, wow.
He was this incredibly
so big
looming presence, you know, the
expectations.
big center that the Toronto Maple Leafs so rarely have had in their history.
It's hard to find that guy that can play in every situation, and he just grew into this mountain of a guy that could just do anything.
Wow.
Matt Sundin, when I played against him, was one of the tougher guys to control because of the size and the speed and the skill.
When you think you got it, then you lost it.
There's Borja.
Didn't beat you with his speed.
We reacted to Borja previously.
Because of his size.
What you saw with him was a true superstar.
R.I.P. Borja.
In 1997, Sundin became the first European captain in Maple Leafs history. He
Wow.
led the team for over 10 seasons and became the Leafs' all-time leader in goals and total points.
Wow. That was a good
He really
acquisition
did win over
then.
the fans of Toronto. They recognized that all this guy cared about was the Toronto Maple Leafs being successful.
Being a Maple Leaf player
Toronto
is a big
Maple
honor,
Leafs.
but it's also a big responsibility. With the great support
Is that
and
the biggest
interest from
team
the Leaf fans,
in Canada?
there also comes more pressure to perform. Thanks for all your support over the years.
Matt Sundin played in 8 All-Star games, is the only Swede ever to reach 500 goals, and retired with a remarkable total of 1,349 points.
Wow.
I feel so fortunate
That's a
that I
lot.
had the chance to be the captain of the greatest hockey franchise
So you don't
in
call
the
them-
world. Toronto will always
You don't call them goals in hockey, you call them points?
that I had the chance to be the captain of the greatest hockey franchise in the world. Toronto will always feel like my home.
Matt Sundin will go down as one of the greatest Leafs to ever put on that uniform.
Wow. Nice. And he's Swedish, which is pretty cool. Matt Sundin. Greatest players of the NHL. That is pretty cool. Guys, here on the channel, we learn about these stars, these legendary athletes, and everything sports. We have sports news, sports highlights, and, you know, sports education. So that's pretty cool. I like to see that he went against all odds and he came out on top, because it doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you have great dedication, great skill, you can be successful. And, you know, I'm glad he chose the NHL to spend his career, because he could have stayed in other leagues, but, you know, he dedicated his time to the Maple Leafs. Did he only play for the Maple Leafs, or did he play other teams as well? That's pretty cool. That's how you create a legend. The loyalty as well for years in the team. That's pretty awesome. And guys, we've seen that Sweden has a great school of hockey and they have great players. So it's no surprise here. He also played in Sweden leagues, but before his Canada career, yeah, he was just building the blocks. But NHL is also the biggest league, so if you want to be the great, you got to be in the greatest league. With that said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.